All right, folks, silver did it again. It is back up to $48.05, proving everyone wrong again, or I guess proving the true silver stackers right. Everyone was saying, oh, this was a false breakout, or that was the rally, that was the big, that was the big show, and now it's gonna go back down like it did in 1980 and 2011, which is literally the title of this article that came out today that we're gonna be talking about. It's titled, Is Silver About to Crash Like 1980 and 2011? And I'm going to share my thoughts on why this is something entirely different, and it's not going to repeat the same pattern like it did both of those times. First and foremost, though, welcome. Thank you for tuning into your daily silver news. My name is Silver Slayer, and if you want the latest information of what's happening across the globe and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe. And when you click subscribe, make sure you click the bell. When you click the bell, you have to click all notifications. Believe it or not, you could click the bell and still not get notified at all. YouTube makes it very, very confusing, or at least tedious, to make sure that people get notified when I post. Also, real quick, I wanted to share something with you guys just in case you are willing to help. I'm in a messy custody battle for my daughter. Her name is Zendaya. I've been in her life since the day she was born. On this channel, we used to call her Baby Bullion, but I'm in a custody battle. It's very sad, unfortunate. I tried for years not to go this route, but unfortunately it's where we are right now. And I picked a good lawyer, but he's very expensive. I'm not going to go the cheap route, and I doubt you would either. But I realized as time is going on, it's way more expensive than I can afford. It's just not realistic. So if you could donate to the GoFundMe, I'd really appreciate it. Everyone that has already donated, thank you so much. I'll probably go deeper into it as time goes on. The campaign is still going on, so I'll probably mention it here and there until we can hit some type of goal. But yeah, pray for me. I'm trying to do my best to keep my head up, and like Andy Scheckman's given me a lot of like fatherly advice, how to manage this, cope with it. It's a lot, but I'm doing all right. You guys definitely help a lot, of course, not even just with the donations, just talking to me and being able to make videos really helps kind of take my mind off things. This is what I love to do. So yeah, anyways, thank you for listening through that. I'll post the link to the GoFundMe in the description. I do appreciate you listening through all of the messages. I know you clicked on this video to find out what's happening with silver's price right now, but just know I do appreciate it. I really do. So let's check this out. Is silver about to crash like in 1980 and 2011? Comment down below what you think. Learn why silver's currently in a sustainable long-term bull market that will lead to permanently higher prices, unlike the short-lived spikes of 1980 and 2011 that shattered investors' hopes. So with silver rallying strongly and rising more than 50% since the start of the year, a growing number of investors are starting to worry that a crash may be coming, similar to what happened after the major spikes in 1980 and 2011, instead of focusing on the incredible long-term opportunity that remains in front of us. Now, there's a few things I want to note. First off, prices have stabilized higher. Yes, this candlestick looks crazy, but believe it or not, it's been a much more gradual approach than what the Hunt brothers did in 1980. And if you would incorporate the price of $49.95 or whatever it was back then to inflation costs, that puts it at like $125 today. Technically, that's what silver got to back then. So even looking at it from a technical perspective, it's still nowhere near that high if you use inflation adjusted prices. Also, another key factor, we were not in a silver shortage back then, right? Silver is much more scarce. It's much more critical. It plays a much more critical role. We're having record-breaking supply deficits. Prices are stabilizing. The dollar is nowhere near as strong as it used to be back then. It's just the whole environment is different. You cannot compare back then, because what pushed silver to $50 back then is nowhere near as severe as what is today. Even in 2011, what did that start from? The 2008 credit financial crisis, recession slash depression, billions of dollars in stimulus handed out over the next couple of years that led to $50 silver in 2011, starting in 2008. Well, this time we have trillions of dollars in stimulus handed out, recession slash depression, right? Credit financial crisis, also a global pandemic that happened, wars happening left, right, front, center, sideways. I mean, it's just so much more extreme of an environment. So if that was able to push silver to $50 back then, what could it do today, especially if we break above 50? Just think about that. There's some context of, people's logic if they're trying to say, oh, it's just going to do what it did again. Times are different. Context matters. But one of the few analysts who correctly identified the bull market in both silver and gold from the very beginning, I have consistently urged investors to stop dwelling on negative scenarios and instead recognize the tremendous upside that still lies ahead. This is silver's moment to shine. Oh, another good point. I'm still thinking of more points like as I'm reading this. Gold. Look at gold. Back in 1980, was gold $4,000? In 2011, was gold $4,000? Silver always follows gold. And with the ratio closing down, it shows that silver actually has a lot more room to run. The gold to silver ratio is extremely overvalued. Gold is overvalued compared to silver. Silver is undervalued compared to gold. So even if you look at it from that perspective, it still shows that silver has a lot more room to run. So it's almost a moment of vindication for those of us who believed it all along, even when it was ignored by the mainstream financial world and left for dead as recently as just a few months ago. In this report, he will explain why he believes silver will not repeat the sharp collapses that followed its short-lived surges in 1980 and 2011. This time is different, and it truly is. This is a legitimate, sustainable bull market with real staying power and the potential for lasting gains. Silver just broke out of a 45-year cup and handle, folks. 45-year cup and handle. We are talking about the opportunity of a lifetime. And people really don't get it. Still, what's it going to take? I remember a lot of people flooded to precious metals after like the SVB Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, after the bank, got bailed out or whatever. And that kind of woke up people. Why does it take something that extreme for people to say, oh, maybe my money isn't safe in my bank account? Why does it take such extreme measures for people to see the reality? It's insane, right? You shouldn't, that's not, that's not even reacting. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're going on a whim, just hoping things don't happen. You have to be proactive, not reactive. That's what I was trying to say. You got to be proactive. You can't just react to things, especially when we're talking about your finances, right? Your security, your financial security. So, it always baffled me why people wait for things to happen before they are like, oh, okay, then yeah, I'm going to take my money out because this bank just closed down, right? It doesn't make sense. Now, I want you to notice that both the 1980 and 2011 silver surged towards the $50 an ounce level, but that is where those rallies failed and quickly reversed. As a result, the $50 level became a critical price ceiling and resistance level, and it still is to this very day. For the past 2 years, as I've been calling for a silver bull market, even when silver was still in the $20 range, I consistently pointed out to the $50 level as key to one to watch. I believed it would act like a magnet and draw the price of silver towards it, which is very, very, very true. And since a major psychological level often has this effect, right? People start to talk about it, more hype comes in. You're going to see, people coming in from stocks, people coming in from gold especially. Let me know down below if you've converted some silver to gold or any of your gold to silver. And why would you do that? Well, because gold's near all-time highs. So if you want potential, silver has a lot more opportunity to rise percentage wise. They're both doing great, but silver has a lot higher of an opportunity to go way higher than gold does already sitting. Gold's volcano already basically erupted. Silver's volcano didn't erupt yet. So a lot of people would be transferring their gold to silver because their gold is probably not going to do too much, but silver potentially could do a lot. So you're putting your bets with silver going higher than gold. So you transfer your gold to silver. People actually play the gold to silver ratio, trading between one another. You can actually earn free gold or free silver doing that. But regardless, a lot of this is big, especially like if you saw my video yesterday. Morgan Stanley, $129 trillion. They're doing a 60-20-20 instead of a 60-40, adding 20% from bonds also to gold, which is like $29 trillion that could flow in to gold demand. I mean, there's a lot happening. With silver trading around $47.48 at the time of writing this, it's extremely close to breaking through the $50 level, which would be a game changer. It would be a game changer. Game changer. I don't honestly, and someone asked me, I was talking to my friend on the phone last night, my moderator, actually. Shout out to America First. I'm sure you've seen it in the comments. And I was talking to him, and we honestly have no idea what will happen when silver breaks past 50. Because think about it, we're in a 45-year cup and handle. No other investment or asset has had that much buildup. And no other asset has so many things working for it like silver does. And there's no ceiling. There's no resistance. So when it breaks past 50, that's all new price discovery. It's not like there's another wall for it to hit its head against. So we truly could see something insane, especially since we know that silver is manipulated. The price is, rigged. So and what's rigging, it's also what's falling apart, which is unraveling before our eyes as well. So we're just sitting on a very interesting opportunity, and I hope you take advantage of it. Anyways, though, no, I do not think this is the same situation, and this guy doesn't as well. He brought up some good points, and hopefully I filled in some of the gaps and threw in some extra context as well on why I think this is also different than the past two times. I appreciate you all for watching this video. Anyone who donated, appreciate it. If you would want to, links in the description. You don't have to. Just watching the video is enough. Liking the video, just praying for me, whatever. It's enough. I don't, only if you can, if you're kind enough to. If not, don't feel bad. I'll get through it. I love you all. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves as well. And I will see you guys later today or tomorrow. Check out my past two videos. China's government was shut down, or the banks were, because of the holiday, and then the next day the US government was shut down because they couldn't get along within the house. But so both back-to-back days, two of the most powerful countries, the two most powerful countries, they're shut down. And both of those situations push silver higher, by the way. It's crazy. You can't make this stuff up. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. From now on, every single month on the 31st, you have a chance to win silver, a continuous silver giveaway. Well, if you become a member of the Secret Silver Society on my Patreon, you have that opportunity. So every single month, you have something exciting to look forward to, which would be winning silver. On top of that, you'll have access to a live chat room with other silver stackers where you can post pictures and chat, just hang out with everyone, and have early access to my videos along with supporting me. If this is something you'd like to do, then come join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/silverslayer. Upon joining, you'll be given a monthly raffle ticket and instant access to that chat room. Go introduce yourself. Everyone is super nice, and it's more personal and intimate than a YouTube comment section. Folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American Medical Experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.